and we got his back, the whole city.
I want to fight only the big names because I think I'm a big name, but people don't know because I don't have big promotion back to me. But when I finish this fight, when I finish with both, people will know me.
1 minute 58 seconds of the first round, Jaron Ennis becomes WBA interim world champion. Just the most frightening performance.
A new king wasn't just crowned, he detonated a bomb in the super welterweight division.
Live on the Zone from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA.
In less than a single round, Jaron "Boots" Ennis announced his arrival at a new weight class with a performance so brutal, so decisive, that it has the entire boxing world talking. But the explosive knockout was only the beginning of the story. Behind the scenes, a high-stakes drama of accusations, conflicting stories, and a signed contract that mysteriously vanished has created a controversy that might be even bigger than the knockout itself. The pressure was immense for Jaron Ennis' debut at 154 pounds.
We anticipated, we could have hoped for. As I said in the ring, I know it's my job to promote fighters, and I've got to, always try and hype it up. I've worked with some incredible fighters over the years, and I think this guy is the best I've ever worked with. I think he has everything you could look for in a fighter. Some fighters are defensive geniuses, some fighters have tremendous footwork, some fighters can punch, some fighters are aggressive, some fighters have great volume. He has absolutely everything. And this is going to be the most incredible journey over time. It's just getting started, 35-0. He lives the life, he's 28 years old right now. He's like 10 years younger than the pound for pound number one and pound for pound number two.
For years, his father and trainer Bozy Ennis noted that he'd been at 147 pounds for nearly a decade, and the move up was long overdue.
Yes, oh yeah, he held comfortable. He had 147 for what? 10 years, man, 9-10 years. Exactly. It was about time. He only 28. It's about time to move up.
Before the fight, Boots himself promised his hometown Philadelphia crowd a spectacular knockout. It was a bold promise, stepping into a new division against a tough opponent like Usima Lima.
I feel way better at 154 for sure, and yeah, them extra 7 pounds did justice. I feel great. I was feeling great all fight week, and like I said, I was on, even when it was my last training for my last workout. Basically, I felt great. I usually don't want to do nothing around that time, but I felt great. I was energized. I was moving around, all that stuff, so I like 150. I love 154.
Ennis spoke about how much better he felt, stating the extra 7 pounds did justice, and that he was energized and felt great all through fight week. He said everything fell right into place, from his camp to his sparring. But even with all that confidence, no one could have predicted the sheer speed and ferocity of what was about to happen when the first bell rang. The fight began, and in a flash, it was over. Ennis, known for his ability to switch stances, immediately began confusing Lima. Then it happened. A blistering right-left-right combination exploded on Lima, sending him crashing to the canvas, badly hurt. He managed to get back to his feet, but it was a fatal mistake. Ennis, seeing his opponent was finished, swarmed him instantly, dropping him a second time. He then trapped Lima against the ropes, unleashing a merciless storm of unanswered punches that forced the referee to step in and stop the fight.
Coach Lenny, what's your reaction to that incredible performance by Boots?
Everybody thought he couldn't do it at 154. They wanted to see it happen. Tonight they saw it happen. He was spectacular.
He shut down all the critics, right?
Come again?
He shut down all the critics, right?
He shut down all the critics. He came out focused, superb. He moved left, he moved right, then he switched, and it was all over. It was good night.
The official time was just 1 minute and 58 seconds into the first round. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement to every single fighter at 154 pounds. This wasn't a transition into a new division. It was a hostile takeover. In his post-fight interview, a calm and collected Ennis made it clear this was just business.
I was trying to test him out, but once I seen he wasn't really like trying to like come forward too much. Before I even got in the ring, my papa was like, "Don't play with him." And I'm like, all right. So I just went in there and just, kind of like went for the kill.
Confirming he had officially made his statement at 154 pounds. Having dedicated the victory to his city of Philadelphia, he wasted no time in calling out his next target.
I think it's likely the next one will be on the road if we get what we want and if we get what we've been promised. But, that doesn't always happen in boxing. But we know we've got here, and you won't see another fight like Lima, in my opinion, now. Because we don't want those kind of fights. That was a fight that we all sat down as a team with Everett and Boots and Ivan and everybody and said, we just need this one fight at 154, right? Just to test the body, give me a good top 10 guy, give me a tough opponent, and there's not one fight that he would turn down now. And now it's time, and if we can do it here, fantastic, but I think it's likely you'll see him on the road next.
With the WBA interim title now in his possession, he looked directly into the camera and called for a mega fight with fellow undefeated knockout artist Vergil Ortiz Jr.
But I want Vergil Ortiz next, and if we can't get Vergil Ortiz next, I heard that Baby Cub was calling me out too. Charlo, he can get it next. Fundora, what's his name? Baccarat, Bartram.
The challenge was laid down in front of the entire world, sending a surge of excitement through the boxing community. And as it turned out, everyone had an opinion on what they had just witnessed. The reactions came in fast and furious. His father, Bozy Ennis, admitted he thought the fight might go 2 or 3 rounds, but revealed he had given his son a direct order. Don't play with him, make a statement.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go at least 2 or 3 rounds. No, because I told Boots not to go out there and play around. Go out there and make a statement. He made the statement.
He followed that up with a chilling warning to the rest of the division.
Like I said, y'all didn't see nothing yet, man. You know what I mean? I told him don't go out there and play. Make a statement. He made a statement, like I told him.
Fellow fighters were equally impressed. Richardson Hitchens declared that Ennis looked more healthy, more dangerous, and called it a great introduction to the division.
His mom carried the 154, that's what it looked like. He looked more healthy, more dangerous. That was a great performance.
The legendary Claressa Shields was straight to the point, stating, Boots is that guy, and that she can't wait to see him fight Ortiz to prove his greatness.
Yeah, Boots that guy. He did his thing. Hey, I like Boots as a fighter. And I want to see him fight the best and prove his greatness. That's what it's about. It's about proving your greatness. So, great job for him tonight. I ain't no Boots hater. I know y'all be like, oh, I love Terrence Crawford. I do. That's my pound number 1 fighter. But I still got a lot of respect for Boots.
Even Philly's own rapper Freeway chimed in, calling the performance brilliant and unstoppable.
Freeway the legend, what's going on, man?
We was here for a quick second in Philly.
Yeah, that's it, man. All right, what's your reaction?
First round.
Yo, brilliant performance.
Unstoppable, man. Listen, my man coming for everything that he deserves, man.
That's
Y'all
right.
see what he did? He moved up, and he got boy out of here first round.
Damn, that's
Early.
crazy,
That's
man.
how we carrying it.
Promising that the entire city has his back for a war with Ortiz.
That fight for the
Vergil
longest.
Ortiz, line it up.
That's next up, right?
Line it up, man. We ready for him. You already know.
Give me a little bit of details. How does that fight play out?
The whole Philly got his back. That's all you need to know. You see what just happened just now?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if it's going to be that quick, but it's definitely going to be the W.
The praise was overwhelming, but underneath it all, the controversy surrounding that very fight with Ortiz was about to boil over. This is where the story takes a sharp turn.
Now then it was like, okay, Ryan Garcia was out. Chia was out. Mm-hmm. Now who was next? Mm-hmm. Who was the next best guy that I could fight? Yeah. And we reached out. Well, they came with Boots Ennis. We said yeah. We said let's do it, but we want to do it at 147. They came back with 152. I'm like, why would I fight at 152? I never even fought at 147. No, we can do it at 147 or not. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then he moved up or whatever.
The champion, the IBF Super Welterweight champion, Bakram Martinez.
Just as the world was buzzing about a potential Ennis-Ortiz showdown, 2 completely different narratives emerged. On one side, you have Oscar De La Hoya, Ortiz's promoter, who bluntly claimed that Boots doesn't actually want the fight. He stated that they had previously called Ennis out, but his team backtracked. De La Hoya asserted that until he sees a signed contract, he simply won't believe Ennis is serious, declaring that Vergil is the man at 154.
Is that opponent more suitable for Vergil Ortiz, Jr.? What do you think Ennis is?
We all know Boots doesn't want to fight Vergil. I mean, that's what happened, right? We called him out. We had a fight, and, then they backtracked. So until I see something on paper that Boots wants to fight Vergil, then I'll believe it.
Why do you think he doesn't want to fight him?
Because we had a. Everybody was calling each other out, and then all of a sudden they pulled off the Vergil, train. So, I mean, who knows what the reasons are, but look, Vergil's the man at 154. That's the bottom line. So.
However, Ennis's promoter, Eddie Hearn, tells a story that is the complete opposite. Hearn claims they sat in a room with De La Hoya and negotiated a deal to make the fight happen. According to Hearn, they agreed on everything, and he went back and presented the terms to Jaron Ennis, who promptly signed the contract, and then nothing. Hearn says they never heard back from Ortiz's team.
We sat in a room with Oscar De La Hoya and Eric Gomez, DAZN, the top executives, and we negotiated a deal to fight Vergil Ortiz. We all agreed, let's do it. We said, they're both going to fight, then January, February, March, wherever it's going to be. We even said, they said, let's do it in Dallas. I said, let's do it in Philly. And we all agreed, let's do it in Las Vegas. We went away on those terms that we agreed. We presented them to Jaron Boots Ennis. He signed the contract. We've never heard back from him. This week, Eric Gomez called me and he said, look, let's get Lubin out of the way, and then we will do our bit to try and make the fight. So we give them the benefit of the doubt. I know Oscar wants to make great fights, but we are desperate for that fight because we're desperate to give American boxing super fights of 2 pound-for-pound guys in their prime. Not 2 guys that are in their late 30s, not 2 guys that are coming to the end of their career, 2 guys in their absolute prime. So if everybody's true to their word, you will see Boots against Ortiz in early 2026.
He is now desperately pressing for the fight, calling it a super fight between 2 athletes in their absolute prime that American boxing needs. With the Ortiz situation caught in a web of promotional politics, Team Ennis is looking at all possibilities. When asked what happens if Ortiz loses his upcoming fight against Erickson Lubin, Boots was clear he would take the winner or go after any of the champions with a belt. His ultimate goal is to become the undisputed champion and, in his own words, shut y'all up.
Is Vergil Ortiz the fight is signed for next year, or what's the Vergil got to get past Lubin. That's what he got to get past Lubin. But there was an agreement already made, supposedly, no? Hey, but if he don't get past Lubin, what about who we gonna fight him for?
Is Vergil's style tailor-made for Boots?
All the styles are tailor-made for Boots.
That's right.
Eddie Hearn sees an even grander future, describing Ennis as the best fighter he has ever worked with. A complete package with defensive genius, incredible footwork, and devastating power. Hearn envisions Ennis becoming a 3 or 4 division champion, a generational great who becomes a global superstar. Ennis himself has hinted at moving up as far as 168 pounds one day, showing his ambition knows no bounds. Jaron Boots. Ennis did more than just win a fight. He sent a message of devastation that echoed through the entire sport. His first-round demolition of Usima Lima established him as an immediate and terrifying threat at 154 pounds. While the boxing world eagerly awaits a resolution to the conflicting stories surrounding the Vergil Ortiz fight, one thing is certain: a new force has arrived. As Eddie Hearn pointed out, for the 1 minute and 58 seconds of work he put in, Boots is now arguably the highest-paid fighter in the sport on a per-second basis. With his unparalleled skill set and relentless ambition, the question is no longer if Jaron Ennis will become a world champion, but how many divisions he will conquer before his reign is over. So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.